Greetings, this is Scholar Saunders Singh. What's current? Diddy is innocent until proven guilty. The living conditions. How's he living? How you living, Biggie Smalls? And mansions and bins giving ends to my friends, and it feels stupendous. That was a long time ago for both of them. One is in jail, one is dead. Either two places you end up, either dead or in jail, still know where to go. But the worst thing that Diddy said about the whole experience in jail is the food. He's used to Michelin service, probably chefs, giving him, multi-$100, $1,000 meals, at the drop of a hat. Anytime he back and call, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, yo, I need some asparagus cooked in truffle butter, topped with saffron. I need that right now. So you can't do that. It's not part of the regimen. It's not part of the way he's eating now. It's a totally different world. So he's in a different housing. The gentleman who was, I missed his name, but he was a gentleman that was talking about how he had to, he was deputy warden of the MDC, Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn. And he was saying how, there are different systems, the way that people are fed, how they sleep, when they get up, how he's monitored at all times during the day. So this is a very interesting case right here. Because for Diddy, he's looking forward to the day that he can possibly eat a meal, that's with pheasant or, quail or something like that. He's trying to get that whole regimen back. Let me see who we got. Christopher Perkins. You really believe with all your heart P. Diddy is innocent? I know without my heart, with my mind, that he's innocent. He's innocent until proven guilty. He's just detained. He's still innocent. He hasn't been proven guilty yet. That's what I mean. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, he has a little. Sometimes the housing units have showers. Sometimes there's a communal shower. There's a toilet and a sink and a mirror that's like a metal slab, that's still reflective, that you can still see yourself. Who is this? Hog the Tin Wreck. Hi, salute. Welcome to the journey. And so we're just gonna have fun tonight. This is light work. This isn't, he got stabbed up in prison and stuff. He's just mad at the food. And we heard from Styles P with Akon. The walls are gray, the clothes are orange, the food is garbage. That's just regular jail-ish. That's just regular jail-s. So it comes with the territory, Diddy. Diddy has to realize that. He's got all these allegations against him. He's got these charges against him. He's got time to reflect. Even the gentleman said that he has time to reflect on all. This is like the ultimate timeout. You got a lot of time on your hand. That's what, even the song from Orange is the New Black says, you've got time. You've got time. You've got plenty of time. He's got plenty of time all the way up to at least May. And I don't think he's going to be granted bail. I seriously doubt it. I seriously doubt that he's going to be granted bail. I do not see that as happening. So he's going to have to continue with whatever, secondhand, third-hand food service he's used to 2 and 3, maybe 4 or 5-star, restaurants all over the globe. Paris, Tokyo, London, New York, LA, Chicago. He's used to that. He's not used to this. This isn't his pedigree. This isn't what he's used to. He's used to eating shrimp at 4 o'clock in the morning, dipped in, dim sum oil. Backy. Free my boy P. Diddy. Am I right or am I right? Totally wrong. He should not be freed. He should not be freed. He's still said to be innocent, but I would still claim that he has the ability to fight those charges. We'll see if his Avengers team of lawyers will actually be, present and be, a force to reckon with against the prosecution. The prosecution's got mountain of various tapes, various, statements, various. I don't think it's just circumstantial evidence. I think it's concrete, hard, cover, evidence and proof, things that you can prove. So we have to really delve into that aspect of this whole case. The fact that he's in such low-grade, living conditions should serve him right for even, coming close to this kind of these activities that he's been named to have done. And like I said, if he lied about the Cassie issue, the Cassie incident, why wouldn't he lie about all these different things? What's stopping him from lying? I think they knew what they were getting into. Who's they? Who's they? Backy. Yeah, who's they? But, Diddy, Diddy is, still on the hook. He very much still is on the hook. And we have to see what happens in May. Cinco de Mayo to be exact. So we have to really look into that. That's something that has to be established because he's got a bunk bed. He has he has a towel. He has a washcloth. He has sometimes he doesn't even have undergarments. He doesn't even have socks or boxers or briefs because they can be used as a weapon against him for himself to commit suicide. They could be used to harm himself. He could strangle himself. So you have to be very careful with that. I think with everything that has been going on, he's been in a whirlwind. He's in a wind tunnel right now. He's walking through a wind tunnel trying to get to the other side, but the light is starting to die a little bit. It's dying. Hasn't died yet. He still hasn't been proven guilty of any of the charges: racketeering, sex trafficking, and prostitution charges. He hasn't been convicted. He's not a convict. He's awaiting trial to see what happens and to see if he is in fact a convict. To see if in fact he is somebody that has besmirched so many names and may have already besmirched many names, but, done something criminal. That's the real question. Has he done something criminal? Something that could really stick against his name. And his family, they're all supporting him. They're all, in his corner. I don't know why. Well, I know why, but it's sad to see because it's come on, we saw what you did with Cassie, and then you lied about that. You were a bold-faced liar about that Cassie incident. You were a bold-faced liar that didn't have enough sense to say that he was about to be a man that was, of noble stature. Of noble stature. He is not a man of noble stature anymore, according to Howard University, the city of New York, the city of Miami, so many other different universities and cities across the land. They do not hold him in high esteem anymore. They have demoted him and revoked his privileges and sent back the money that he had allocated for the various colleges and universities that he attended, namely Howard. That is the linchpin. That is the key element here in all this. The living conditions, the fact that he has to continue to live almost in squalor, I mean, they give him, a toothbrush, I'm sure, soap, toothpaste, all that. Just the utilities, the basic utilities. I guess he can be monitored when he shaves his face. It's not that same shape up. It's not that. He's probably that hair done grew out. It's probably gray. The waves are gone. It's sad. It's really sad. It really is sad. So we have to take that into account. We have to acknowledge that. We have to face that, because this is a man's life. This is what this man built. He built all this up. He built an empire upon sand. He built an empire of sand. It was a big empire. It was a large. It was a huge, but it's all blown away into the wind. It's gradually just whittling away every day, continuing to go away. So they haven't given any, specifics, what he has been eating, what exact foods he has been given, but they showed, it's, I get it from Crime, Law and Crime, or Crime and Law. I think it's one of those. I'm looking for it right now. I'm looking for it right now. Hold on, give me a second. It's saying that Diddy spends 23 hours a day in protective jail cell. I'm looking up who it is. Oh, here it is. Dr. Dwayne Hendricks, a former deputy warden at MDC Brooklyn, about what comes life's like behind bars. And it's not pretty, as it shouldn't be. It shouldn't be luxury. Like I said, I always thought, from the movie Goodfellas, he's slicing up the onion real slick, real, just really thin, and he puts it into the sauce. And they're in, regular street clothes. They're not wearing jumpsuits or anything. That was the first stint in prison. Then the next time Henry Hill was in prison, he was in a jumpsuit talking to his wife, and that just got blown out. But Diddy's not experiencing that at all, not in any way, shape, or form. He is not a happy camper, I'm sure, because he is accustomed to a luxury lifestyle, a lifestyle that has afforded him the ability to say, "Hey, I want to gas up the jet. I want to go to Naples. Let me go to Naples real quick. I want to go to Nice. Let me go to Nice. I want to go to France. Let's go to France. Let's go to Nice." That's what it is, though. That's exactly what it is. He's not used to this. This is not what he's been used to for the past 20, 30 years. He's been eating high off the hog, as Mr. Troy Star Terrain would say. Eating high off the hog. And probably not even a hog. Probably probably maybe one of the hogs they use to find truffles. That kind of hog. But it's crazy because you get to see these images of better days. And even like some of the images are kind of sketchy. They're not, Cassie and Diddy aren't smiling. They're both just have straight faces on. They may have just been in an argument, allegedly. I'm not sure. They may have just been a kick down, drag out kind of fight, allegedly. I don't know. I only know about the footage that they have from the hotel. It's messy, child. It's messy. Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess. Diddy, this man had everything. He had the girls, he had the cars, he had the houses, he had the family, he had it all, had everything. And people were saying, Biggie, Tupac, and Kim Porter, all dead, all associated in some way, shape, or form with Diddy. I don't know. I can't call it. I'm not a prosecutor. I cannot say whether I'm not the judge, jury, or executioner, even though it's not going to be executioner in his case. It's going to be a life sentence, most likely. But I'm not the one to say that he is at all, guilty or liable in those 120 civil suits that are coming up against him. But the living conditions, it's the living conditions. I think he has like a one sheet, which I don't even know if there's a sheet. There may not even be a sheet. But he has a flat mattress, a pillow, and that's about it. I don't even know if he has a sheet because that could be used as something that could be for suicide. And there, one of the ladies of Law and Crime asked, she said, what is he a risk for being for committing suicide? And Sierra Gillespie, that's her name. Sierra Gillespie asked Dr. Dwayne Hendricks if he was ever a suicide risk. And he said, not necessarily, but they do check up on him. They make sure that if everything is up to snuff, everything's okay. They ensure that he is of a sound mind. All the clinicians, he talked about the clinicians, that are going to monitor his mind, monitor his behavior and his thought processes. And they're going to make sure that he has his mind is sharp and clear and ready and for the next, what is it? Oh my God. 6 months. 6 months from now. No, not 6 months. What am I talking about? I think it's 10. Well, 7 months. 7 months from now. Excuse me. 7 months from now. So he is very, all the things that, he probably wish he never think about. He's definitely getting a taste of it right now. No pun intended. I know he said the food is just horrific and it's garbage, but that's the penalty. That's the penalty of being in this, and the fact that the judges and this is a part of the thing too. They're part of a 3-judge panel that are weighing currently his freedom, his ability to be free on bond or bail, whatever. Somebody correct me, I'm a dumbass. It's either bail or bond, or I don't know if they can be used interchangeably. But yeah, so there's that. So Miss Gillespie definitely honed in on the reality of Diddy's abhorrent and, according to the thought. I don't know. This isn't quotes, but I'm just saying in relation to his lifestyle that he's accustomed to, as he's used to. This is an abhorrent state of affairs. This is a totally, horrific idea of living. Who would want to live in this kind of a condition? And some of the worst criminals have gone through here, since like the woman in the Epstein case, the LG Bankman-Fried. He's currently in MDC right now. He's awaiting trial, I think, too. So R. Kelly was in there. Pause. But yeah. So Diddy. He's got to face it. He's got to face it. He's got to face all of this. And I highly doubt if he's ever going to be able to say, you know what? I just want to say I'm fully going to say that I'm going to revoke the not guilty charge and say guilty and just take the 10, 20 years or something like that rather than a life sentence. Because if he's convicted, he can face up to 15 years of life for each charge, I think. Or at least the charges will all accumulate into one life sentence. I think that's the case. But the MDC is no joke. The living conditions are no joke. It's serious. You gotta respect it. you gotta be very vigilant. You gotta be very watchful over your person, over everything, your belongings, all of that. Now Diddy, I don't think he may be resourceful. He may be, I don't know if they get commissary yet. If they get commissary, it's maxed out. He can get ramen noodles and cookies and and hot dogs. Make up some, get some ketchup, make some prison spaghetti, ramen noodles, ketchup, and hot dogs. Just chop them up. I don't know if he's there yet though. I don't think he has those kind of provisions. Those aren't, those haven't been solidified in his case. So we can't. It's hard to even tell whether he is even used to being in here yet. I don't think he is. He still is probably a little shocked. It's been almost a month since he's been in, so I'm sure he's still kind of shocked a bit. So if you ever have the time, if you ever take the time to really delve into this case, I would suggest you go to Law and Crime on YouTube. Law and Crime is a great resource and an outlet for giving you in-depth and great news. And since I'm giving them a free advertisement, let me give myself a paid advertisement. Go to lifestrongapparel.com, lifestrongapparel.com. My main man Peng has all kinds of sea moss infused fruits, including elderberry, soursop, pineapple, mango, and blueberry. And I've had the blueberry and it's banging, and I suggest you try it and you taste it for yourself and for your family. Go, and if you go to the checkout after you get your items, if you put in SKYLER10 or Skyler10, you can get a 10% discount at checkout. So make sure you look that up. Go to lifestrongapparel.com. All right. So, man, it's a mess. It's messy, child. It's a mess. It's a whole mess. It's a whole mess, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's a whole mess Diddy's in right now. And this is probably a long time coming. And then of course, the controversies and the conspiracies come out. Well, he was supposed to stay on with Ciroc, and he bailed on the deal, and because he didn't have a deal with them anymore, that's when they turned on him and they brought up all these charges. Okay, let's see if that's true. Let's see if there's any validity to that, because as of this moment, I'm not even going to entertain that. I'm not entertaining that at all. Not even going to entertain that. I'm saying that he is innocent until proven guilty. Diddy is innocent. That is my whole drive. That is my whole connection to him and his works, whatever his deeds may have been. He may be found guilty one day, but as of today, and in the foreseeable future, until May and probably until next year, maybe even how long the trial goes. But it doesn't look good if you're coming up with $50 million. You're coming up with $50 million as a bail, and you try 3 times. You're trying 3 times, thinking third time is a charm. That's very serious. That's a sincere, gasp and a grasp at the rungs of reality. Because that's strong. That means that's like you are so above your own self that you're not even. It's not selfishness or egoism. Those are 2 virtues. What he has is hubris. That's why he's eating roasted potatoes that have been cooked 3 days prior, and green beans that are might have little mites on them, and mashed potatoes that was made from a mix, with water. They're not even really mashed potatoes. It's just like a mixture they do in a huge vat, and then it's stirred around in a pot. And I don't even know if he gets a protein. What is this protein? Probably like a slab of, roast beef maybe. If that, maybe turkey, something like that. Probably cold, probably not even cooked. These are the living conditions, ladies and gentlemen. This is what he has to deal with. This is what he's going through right now. This is the way that he has to, figure out his life. This is the way that he has to contend with his living conditions. And the living conditions are rough. They're rough on him. He said the food is the worst. That's straight to your, that's not even your belly, that's your mind. That's your mind telling you that. Because that's what's so profound about, things like food. You know when you're eating something that's of quality. If you're eating your favorite food, it's I know it's 10 o'clock in the morning, but I want some wings and some beer, coming off of a pedal into my mouth. And I want. I know it's 10 o'clock in the morning, but I just want that right now. It's 8 o'clock in the morning, but look, I just want some pheasant. Let me get some pheasant on here right now with some carrots and some asparagus and some green beans. That's all I want right now. That's all I'm looking forward to. That's all I have a feeling for. That's all my stomach is asking for. That's what it is. Those are the living conditions right now. That's it. That's that's what he's dreaming in his head. And when he's looking, with the other inmates, if they're even in close proximity to him, they're looking at him like the cartoon with the piece of ham in their head. The comic bubbles. They're looking at him as food. They're trying to stick him up allegedly. If he's connected to any other prisoners, it's all alleged. I'm just saying. He's not used to this. He's not used to it. So the living conditions are, very harsh. He has like I say, he has a blanket. He's got, and that's gonna be hard to do. If you try to hang yourself with a blanket, that's something different. That's difficult. But I think he has a pillow, a blanket, and some shower shoes. It's just pretty much flip flops, but we call them shower shoes in the Marine Corps. So he's definitely going through it. He's definitely going through something that he's never experienced before. He's never had this occasion in his life. Never in all his dealings, in all his ways of doing things. He's never had to deal with something like this. Never. And like I said, he's been eating well. He's not even like in the eating good, the poor English, terrible English. I'm looking at a video right now. He's got carrots and green beans and some kind of other greens. They just show pictures of that. That's from the Associated Press, I think. Hold on, let me see. They didn't say how it was. But that's all I'm saying. It's a very weird world. It's a weird world for Diddy. He's not used to it. He's used to having women around him. They are limiting how many women can be affiliated with him during visits. If they work out even if the bail goes through, he'll be monitored at all times or have an ankle monitor. They'll limit the way how many females can come to his residence. I mean, hell, everybody got, I think in the cases of any time in all history, I think there were times where murderers could have gotten bail. And if they had $50 million, I'm sure they really could have gotten bail. But they're not worried about money. They're worried about justice. That's one thing that's very clear, and what's promising is that the judges and everybody that's involved is worried about justice, not worried about making sure that Diddy is comfortable. He should have worried about being comfortable when he had all these allegations against him and these crimes that he may or may not have committed. He's still an innocent man. Despite whatever we feel like he should be locked up forever. Throw away the key. We feel that way. That's an emotion. It's not factual. It's not reality. It's not true. It's not true. It's all emotions and feelings that we say, oh, well, Diddy, he should be locked up forever. He should, even the comedian Josh Johnson, he said, I think Diddy should go to jail for life and he should live forever. That was a good one. He said that man should live forever. That's pretty serious, saying the man should live forever. But with all the things that he's done, everything that he has, the whole situation of his lifestyle now, it's like he's used to furs. He's used to chinchillas. He's used to pouring champagne out. He's used to wearing all kinds of his own clothes, Bad Boy this and Sean John that and all this. He's got the waves on Swerve on wave, going back in his hair. He's got the Diddy glasses. He got the sunglasses. Take that, take that, take that, take that. Not anymore. Not so far. Not at this moment. Anyway, not at this moment. He's not used to this at this moment. So we have to really take into account the fact that the MDC, Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, is serious. They're not playing around. They're not kidding. I think he has 1 hour of recreational time. He has just a few moments to clear his head. He's probably trying to clear his head, in his bunk. Damn, what did I do? What did I do? Where did I go wrong? Where did I go wrong? That's what he's probably asking himself right now. Where did I go wrong? What happened to me? What did I do? What didn't I do? What should I have done? What should have been the case? What is the case right now? That's the thing we have to really meet up with. We have to say, hey, Diddy had it all. What does he have now? A blanket, some shower shoes, a tan, a smock, and some pants, some nondescript pants. This man walked around with millions of dollars worth of jewelry. Rings and things you sing about, bring them out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. I'm being like, it's real. It's no joke. It's no joke. It's all real. This is not happening. I mean, I'm looking at a video of MJ, Mary J. Blige, Nas, Cassie, Diddy, DJ Khaled, Pharrell, among others. The hell, man? This is what you call karma. Actions, not the mystical sense of karma, but the actions. Your actions coming back to bite you in the ass, essentially. Or good karma, your actions coming to reward you and aid you and grant you, peace and tranquility and serenity. That's the facts of this whole entire case. That Diddy is supposed to be one of the best people in the world. I don't know how many times he was on the Time, most influential. I'm gonna look that up real quick. I got the Time. Okay, I'm seeing it. I'm gonna look up Ciroc. I'm looking it up right now. So after the Ciroc went under, they said, "Oh well, he was responsible. He was in this, on this." YouTube subscriber, Diddy is innocent 9. The bussy conditions. Thank you, YouTube subscriber. I can always count on you for the bussy report. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. But I don't even think he has bussy. I don't even think he has that. I mean, pause, but I don't think he can give it up or give it out. Pause. I'm not saying anything not trying to make myself hurl. But I think he's by himself. He's in a 2-bunk bed situation. He's got the pillow and the mattress. I don't know. He was just an influencer of Ciroc, by the way. It says this, in 2007, Jay-Z became a brand ambassador for the vodka brand, which had been struggling to sell 40,000 cases in its first few years in the market. In December 2007, the commercial for Ciroc had Sean Combs calling the drink the official vodka of New Year's, after the brand became official sponsor for Ciroc the New Year event. Describing his ambassadorship of the brand, Combs sometimes jokingly refers to him as Ciroc Obama. Combs, just some ignorant stuff. Combs' brand evangelism improved sales substantially. By 2014, the brand was selling more than 2 million cases per year. That's what branding does, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, guys and ghouls. He was just an ambassador. I don't even think he was... he may have been paid a little bit, but it was completely, I think it folded. I don't even know if you can get Ciroc anymore at all. But these living conditions, they are no joke. They are no joke for him, especially for Diddy. They're no joke for somebody that just, robbed the liquor store, took $3,000 out of the register, got caught by the cops. As MDC, I don't even know if MDC has, they may only have high-profile names, but just as somebody that just hit a lick, knocked over the corner store, they're probably like, damn, this is awful. What the hell? What am I doing here? This is the most terrible food I ever had in my life. This is just disgraceful. So, to Diddy, this is definitely a culture shock. This is a shock to the system. This is something that he is not prepared for. He's not prepared for this at all. He's supposedly, getting, like I said, clinical care. People, checking up on his mental welfare. Like I said, he had a visit by his mother and his children. They're in his corner. They're supportive. I know why, but I really, it's sad that they even have to be supportive of him, because it doesn't look pretty. Were they supportive of him when he was dragging Cassie around? He can't deny that. That's something it's in ink, as we say, as a metaphor. It's on the internet. You can find it on the internet. Him shoving her, pushing her, kicking her, dragging her like she was a rag doll. That's highly disturbing. So these living conditions that he's in right now, he deserves them. He deserves them for at least that. Even though he's not convicted, he never was convicted of that, as assault or anything. And that cannot be used against him, I don't think, in a court of law. I doubt that. I don't think so. Because they paid her off. She signed an NDA. I think he gave her $30 million allegedly. And said, go your way, lady. Go your way, woman. I'm going my way. Right into the penitentiary. Or almost to the penitentiary, the jail system. That's the other thing too. Jail and prison, bail, bond. We use them as shorthand. We use them as approximates. I don't know if they're the same thing or necessarily a difference. I know there's a difference between jail and prison. Jail is like just for you to hold for a moment, and prison is like a stretch. Two to life or execution. 2 years of life or more. I would imagine is prison. So that's how we have to look at all of this. All of this has to be is viewed as that. All right, so I have to do my advertisers. My advertiser BEEJACKSON 5478 B Jackson on YouTube. He's doing he's doing reviews of strippers, near beer or non-alcoholic beer, fried chicken, and sardines on the grill. He has a great sense of humor. He's a great all-around guy that I've never met. He just seems to be a good guy. So I appreciate him, and I thank him for supporting this machine. This isn't going to be one of my most viewed videos, but that's okay too. I have to put in the work. I have to grind. I might take a break tomorrow. Tomorrow might be my break. I want to get 10 in, though. I want to get 10 episodes in straight away. Every day, I did not miss a day at all. So tomorrow might be my 10th day that I'm going to say, and rest on Sunday, not because it's Sunday, but just because I put in 10 episodes of this particular Diddy is Innocent anthology. That's what I'm calling it. So, he's used to having alcohol. He used to being, he used to having that good stuff, that good Jesus juice. He used to having all of that. Now, what is he? He has water, maybe milk, maybe apple juice. I don't know. I don't know what they do in prisons. I'm not sure. But if it's similar to school, which if you notice, take notice of this, cause of living conditions. There was a internet meme that showed the similarities between school and prison. They showed the cafeteria. They showed the outside of the building, the architecture. They showed the different classrooms and stuff like that. All of that mirrored each other, the school system and the prison system. So that's an interesting little tidbit that Diddy may need one day to realize that I think he went to private schools as a kid. I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but he was able to get into Howard University, so that was pretty cool. So, oh, here we go. Jesse Williams. That's right. He was in a picture with Jesse Williams. Aaron Paul. French Montana. What is French Montana saying right now? What does French Montana know? What does French Montana know? What does he have up his sleeve that only he and Diddy know? And what does Justin Bieber know? He called Diddy Big Brother Puff. What does he know? So, very, very, very goofy, very weirdo, very outside, outlandish stuff that Diddy was always a part of. He's not running in the streets. He's not, barefoot on marble floors with a robe on, eating cereal, just gazing out the window, gazing at the lawn, waving to it, his caretakers of the estates. None of that is going on right now. None of that. So we have to be very careful. We have to be very mindful of all of this. Very mindful. Very mindful. Have to be. These are the living conditions, folks. 3 hots in a cot. And they may not even be hot. They could just be some cool, cold food. And what's he gonna do? Complain? Hey yo, these yams. These yams ain't okay, shut up. Go back to your cell. We don't care. But I'm saying, my man, I'm saying this turkey is slimy. I don't understand why it's slimy. Why is this turkey slimy? Go back to your bunk. Just go back to your bunk. That's what's going on, allegedly. That's the living conditions that are supposedly going on in his life right now. So I got 4 viewers and 4 likes. I'm not mad. You would think I'd be mad, but I'm not mad. I earned every one of those likes. So all the people that came in, the first day was crazy, of course. Every day was like, oh my God, Diddy is innocent. What are you talking about? That's crazy. He's responsible for da, 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 da. And he actually did the da, 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 and all of this. I got 9,000 views. That's the most views I ever had. That's the time and effort I put into all these. Doesn't matter if I get 1,000 views, 10,000 views, or 100 views, or 10 views. I put in the same level of work each time. That's why the viewership just went up again. It was at 2, now it's at 6. If we go up by 4 more, it's automatically a party. And if we go even more, it's a bigger party. So if you are really into this, aid me in my evaluation of this Diddy situation. All right. Ayo, Playboy, this food is cold. Exactly. Ayo. What do you want? Ayo, this food it's like, it's got some mold growing on it. I don't think. Shut up. Don't worry about it. Just eat what you got and don't say anything else. That's what the COs are saying, allegedly. That's what they're saying. And Diddy's just like, remember that? Anybody seen that meme of him looking at a dollar bill when he's at like a basketball game or something, NBA game? I'm gonna look up that one. Hold on. Diddy looking at dollar. He's got all this money, and he's just looking at a dollar. He's sitting next to, looks like Chris Rock and L.A. Reid. And Diddy's like looking at the dollar like, what is this? I've never seen a dollar before. What is this going on? What is this buffoonery with a dollar? I don't do dollars. I do hundreds of dollars. Skylar says it's a party when more come in. Pause. I just said it's a party, not a party. I don't get down like Diddy, allegedly. But he's got all these dollars on his lap. And he's just looking at it like it's something weird. It's like, what is this dollar here? People are saying, I want to be as rich as Diddy and get confused when I see a dollar bill. P. Diddy being confused by the single in his stack of hundreds. Is my wealth goal? Is my wealth goal? Yeah, it's sad, though. It's sad not for Diddy, but sad for the victims, allegedly. The alleged victims that have to literally sit in silence until the trial. Their lawyers have outlined how they must conduct themselves. Now, they could eat. They may not eat as well as Diddy ate prior to going to MDC. But they can eat. They can have, whatever meals they can, go to the store, go to the local bodega, even at the lowest rung of, cuisine is better than what Diddy is experiencing right now. The lowest rung. The lowest rung still has to do it. Still got triple digits, though. Still got triple digits. That's all I'm talking about. I'm probably going to cut the show short. Do an hour show this time. Unless y'all can bring in more people. If y'all bring in more people, if I get up to at least 20 people on this live right now, it's at 0 right now. I'm rebroadcasting, it's going to go up. But if I get 20 people on this live, then I'll stick around for the second hour. But if not, I'm gonna shut the show down after an hour. I already got my three digits. But my numbers are up. My channel got 30,579 views in the last 28 days. Never had that before. And it could be 0 or 30 or 10 or 20 or 6. Just put in the work, kids. Put in the work. Do your research. Have a great show. Be entertaining. Be enlightening. Be funny. Be sad. Be, everything you can possibly be to show that you're worthy of the position that you've been granted. And the only person that granted me a position is Mr. Troy Star Terrain. He's the one that put it all on me. He put the battery on my back. He didn't need to put a battery on my back about my writing. That was me. That was all me. But he put in a battery on my back about the videos. He just called me up and said, you know what? Hey, why don't you look up Diddy? Make it an angle of Diddy is innocent. And I just said, wait a minute. Diddy is innocent right now, isn't he? He's completely innocent. Until proven guilty in a court of law. He is innocent. So I'm just saying, I'm very proud. I'm very selfish. And I'm very, thankful at the same time. Thankful and selfish at the same time. Some people say, what? How can you be selfish and thankful? Very simple. Selfishness is a virtue. Once you have the idea that your ego can be extended, to somebody else that has an ego, you can have a mutual respect for one another and be thankful for whatever they gave to you, and you can be proud of what you gave if you gave anything to them. So I'm very happy. I'm glad. I'm not mad at how much I got tonight. I got a good amount. Not mad at all. See, I'm looking through the views of my past videos. I'm seeing 20, 43, 20, 26, 22, 34. I was all in the double digits. And I'll be happy with one triple digit. When I was very first starting, there was a shock. It's a shock to the system when the first one comes out. Then it drops off. My first video that I had for Scholar Song to Sing was 557 views. Second video was 560. Third video was 455. Fourth video was 100. Then after that was 65. Then went up to 107 again, then 52. So it's like, it's hard to gauge whether, what is and what not. What is not. So. And don't even get me started with my scholarized videos. I might have had 15, 10, 6, 7, 14, 8. And I was ecstatic when I had 40. I was ecstatic when I had 79. These are all from 14 years ago. Actually, they're from more than 14 years ago. They're actually from 17 years ago. But they just caught up, I guess. I don't know how YouTube works. And I get responses. I get, you know, I get, you know, replies. I get people that respond to have comments on my channel. So I appreciate that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the best meals. I'm gonna have the best food possible to my income status, and let Diddy be Diddy. Just be innocent until proven guilty. Stay in the MDC. You know, your flight risk. Your supposed alleged menace to society. Hopefully my the reckless endangerment of the truth doesn't apply here. But yeah, so that's the reality that we're dealing with right now. That's the truth. That is the truth behind all of this. That we have to, you know, take into account all of it. The fact that the food sucks, the living conditions are horrible, the clothes, the bunk, the bed, everything, the sink and the toilet connected to each other, and a reflective metal you're able to see your reflection in. Come on, man. Just seriously. You have to be aware of all these things. They all have to coalesce. They all have to come together into a unique and complete whole. Pause. WHOLE. So I'm proud of my one viewer right now. Salute to my one viewer. Whoever you are, thank you for coming through. Thank you for the 4 likes. I'm proud of all of that. Like I said, we didn't get up to 20 people tonight. That's okay. Because there's going to be dates that will definitely have to have. Like, definitely the trial. When the trial starts, that's when I will see my numbers again. My numbers will go up by then. There's no doubt about that. Numbers will increase at that moment. The numbers will go up without question, without fail. They will go up. So I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever they throw at me. I'm ready for whatever Diddy has to do, what he says, because he seems upbeat. He seems like he didn't do nothing. He's feeling himself. Pause. He's laughing and yucking up and smiling and trying to post bail for the 3rd time. He's feeling some type of way. Rockin' power to my man. What's his name? God, no. Rich Homie Quan. I'm always ready to say Young Dolph. They always remind me of each other. Rich Homie Quan and Young Dolph. But I'm glad. I thank everybody that came through. Thank you, LifeStrongApparel.com, my main man Peng. Thank you, B Jackson on YouTube. And I will see you sometime, maybe tomorrow, but maybe not tomorrow. Maybe on Sunday. We'll see. But I appreciate you, and thank you very much for your time. Take care.